Good afternoon. My name is Ramsey Kilich. I'm the Civil Rights Director of the Tampa chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations. And today we are discussing the recent firebomb attack on the Jacksonville Mosque. On Monday evening, around 9:30 in the evening, when there was evening prayers being held at the Islamic Center of the Northeast Florida in Jacksonville, a man was seen on surveillance with a gas can, and shortly after there was an explosion which worshipers heard and came to the back, but the man was no longer there. CAIR is currently offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the perpetrator of this heinous crime. We want to commend law enforcement so far, the FBI, ATF, the fire marshal, for conducting an investigation, and they are actually working on leads right now as well as it relates to the suspect that was seen on surveillance. We urge our community to be calm and be vigilant at the same time against suspicious activity. The Muslim Community Safety Kit is something that we're distributing to our local leadership. We've advised them where to find it also on our website, and we can give that information to the media today as well. Our community is currently on edge because there's been a lot of anti-Muslim sentiment in the state, and with this recent attack, we again are asking our community to remain calm but also be vigilant against any kind of suspicious activity. Earlier today, or actually late last evening, the Lieutenant Governor issued a statement which Amala Abdurrahman, our legal fellow here at the CAIR Tampa Civil Rights Department, is going to discuss with you.
Good evening. In the words of Lieutenant Governor Jeff Kottkamp, no one in this country should ever be concerned for their safety when they practice their chosen faith. The free exercise of religion is one of our most cherished rights as citizens of this great nation. Ironically, those targeted were exercising that right. Thank you.
Other leaders are issuing similar statements today, calling this an act of hatred, and I'm sure you'll find those throughout news sources throughout the state. We are, in the future, coming up within the next 2 weeks, having an event that our operations director, Shakira Johnson, will be discussing with you today. And the purpose of this event is to foster relationships to come to the rescue for this kind of incident. If Shakira could elaborate on that.
Thank you. We're having a Civil Rights Festival dubbed the 2010 Civil Rights Festival at the USF campus at the Marshall Center. One of the reasons why we're having this is to basically showcase the different organizations that advocate for civil rights. This is alongside NAACP, the ACLU, Friends of Human Rights, which are with us today, the Center for Religious Tolerance, the EEOC, and the Tampa Hillsborough Human Rights Council. One of the things that we're hoping to accomplish is that we build alliances so when things like this happen, that we can work in cooperation to further the understanding of each organization and the work that they do. Thank you.
We also have with us today representatives from the Friends of Human Rights, Melva Underbaki and Dwight Lawton, and they have a few words that they would like to share with you as well.
Again, we're here to stand in solidarity with. We're very concerned about this, and we feel it's a very dangerous situation. So we're just here to show solidarity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel. And we also have with us the Reverend Dr. Bernice Powell Jackson, and she's with the First United Church of Tampa, and she would also like to share some words with you.
I am Reverend Bernice Powell Jackson, and I do serve as pastor of First United Church of Tampa, but I also serve as the North American president of the World Council of Churches. So I'm here today wearing both hats, really, to be in support of our Muslim brothers and sisters here in Tampa, because we know that as we look around the world, what happens in one place can happen in another place. What happens to one community can happen to another community. So we're here to say that violence is never the answer, and to be in support with the Muslim community here in Tampa. First United Church of Tampa has been in relationship with the Muslim community here for many, many years. So we are here to support them, but also to say that violence is never the answer.
Thank you, Reverend. At this time, we'll take any questions that the members of the press have.
You have, have they released a description on the suspect? Any detailed description, like height, weight?
What we've seen so far is that he's an older age male, white male, and the video surveillance shows that he was actually looked bald from the video surveillance, but there hasn't been an accurate description. They're still looking at the video and trying to put together any evidence they have from the crime scene as well as that video to determine who they're going to arrest if they make arrest, hopefully.
Can you talk about some of the actions the mosque is taking now as far as security measures and things like that? What are the members of that mosque doing right now?
Sure. It's excellent that they actually had a security system. I think that's the main thing that they're going off right now is the surveillance video of capturing that suspect. The mosque is working with law enforcement to make sure that the premises for right now is safe, and they're actually implementing steps that we do have outlined in this Muslim Community Safety Kit to ensure that the mosque is safe, and we're distributing that information to our local leadership as well, mosque leadership, to ensure that other mosques are safe. But they are taking the initiative, and we are concerned because, like we said, the anti-Muslim sentiment in this state is on the rise. There's been several events to attribute to that throughout this past year, and we are concerned, and we're asking mosques everywhere in the state to, take in their safety and security into account.
How much population of Muslims are in Jacksonville area? I mean, do you have an idea?
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can give you an idea of Tampa. The Muslim population here is roughly 35 to 40,000, and Jacksonville is a pretty large city, and I know that we do have a large Muslim population there as well.
Do you think it's larger or smaller?
I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
You said 35 to 40,000. Is that Tampa Bay, including Pinellas County?
The greater Tampa Bay area includes, yeah, Pinellas County area.
Speaking with police, do they have any good leads right now?
Yes, they do. Actually, there was a story that just came out recently, I think about 1 o'clock today, and they are, again, using that video as a core area of their investigation, and I believe that they do have some leads. They didn't say specifically, but they're coming closer to possibly arresting a suspect.
And for those that don't know, about how much damage was done?
About $500 to $700.
There was no injuries as far as people.
Thank God, no. There was no injuries. It happened during the actual evening prayer, and it was towards the back side of the building, I believe, from what the video shows. A brick wall and then a metal door entrance is where they found the incendiary device, and it actually had already exploded, and they had immediately grabbed fire extinguishers to put out the blaze. Good? You guys good? Okay, thank you for coming, and we appreciate you reporting on this.
That brochure, can you put it down so I can get a couple